Stop before you send that text, before you ask her out again, before you make another move that pushes her away. You need to hear what I'm about to tell you, because right now you're probably doing the exact thing that's killing your chances. With women, and you don't even know it, what if everything you've been told about women is completely backwards? What if the reason you're struggling isn't because you're not good enough, but because you've been playing a game with the wrong rule book? Buckle up, because in the next few minutes I'm going to shatter everything you thought you knew about attraction. And trust me, you're going to want to stick around until the end, because the last thing I reveal will literally change your entire approach to women starting today. Let's get into it. The lie you've been sold. Here's what nobody's telling you. Society has been feeding you a complete fantasy about how attraction really works. Movies, TV shows, social media, influencers, even well-meaning parents and friends have sold you a story that sounds beautiful, but is psychologically wrong. You've been told that if you're just nice enough, respectful enough, if you listen to her problems and support her dreams, if you prove how much you care through constant attention and effort, she'll eventually fall for you. Wrong. And you already know this is wrong, because you've lived it. You've been that guy who did everything right only to hear "you're such a great friend," or "I don't want to ruin what we have," or my personal favorite, "you're too good for me." Here's the truth. Bomb. You need to hear. Women don't fall for men who prove their worth through effort and attention. They fall for men who already know their worth without needing to prove it. This is where the real transformation begins. Women are drawn to men who radiate calm assurance, a quiet self-belief that doesn't depend on validation from anyone else. The game-changing truth, ready for the truth that changes everything. Here it is. Women are attracted to outcome independence, not just confidence, not money, not looks, not even personality. Those things matter, sure, but they are all secondary to this one crucial element. Outcome independence is the ability to genuinely not need any specific result from any particular woman. It means you are complete within yourself. Whether she likes you, dates you, sleeps with you, or completely ignores you, your sense of worth doesn't change one bit. Now your brain might be screaming, "But if I don't care about the outcome, why would I even try?" How does not caring lead to success? Listen carefully, because this is the paradox. Most men never grasp. The less you need a specific outcome, the more likely you are to get that outcome. The more desperately you seek her approval, the less likely she is to give it. The moment you become genuinely okay with either outcome, you become infinitely more attractive. Why? Because neediness is the ultimate attraction killer. When you need her to like you, when you need the interaction to go well, when you need to get her number or get the date, she can sense that desperation instantly, and it repels her at a deep, unconscious level. Here's the psychology behind why this works so powerfully. The human brain is wired to value scarcity and devalue abundance. We want what seems rare, and we overlook what seems easily available. When you approach a woman from a place of neediness, you are signaling that you are abundant in availability. You're saying through your actions, "I'm so available that I'll reorganize my entire life around the possibility of your interest." And her subconscious mind registers that as low value. But when you approach with outcome independence, you communicate something entirely different. You're saying, "I'm interested in getting to know you, but I'm fulfilled in my own life, and whether this works or not doesn't affect my self-worth." Her mind registers that as high value, as rare, as something worth pursuing. Think about the last time you really wanted something, a job, an opportunity, or a goal, when you were desperate for it, constantly checking for updates, unable to focus on anything else. How did that usually go? Probably not well, because desperation weakens presence and confidence. Now think about the times when you had multiple options, when you were pursuing something, but were genuinely okay if it didn't work out. You were more relaxed, more confident, more authentic, and ironically, those were the times things worked out better. So what does outcome independence look like in action? Imagine you're texting a woman and she takes hours to reply. The needy man immediately texts, again asking if she saw his message, the outcome. Independent man doesn't even notice he's busy living his life. And when he does see her response, he replies naturally when it suits him. Another example, you ask her out and she says, she's busy. This weekend, the needy man starts offering multiple dates and options to make it work. The outcome, independent man says, no problem, let me know when you're free, and then genuinely moves on with his life. If she reaches out, great, if not also great. Or when you're in a conversation and there's a lull, the needy man panics and tries to fill the silence. The outcome, independent man is calm and fine, letting silence happen. He doesn't force connection, he allows it to flow naturally. But here's the truth. You can't fake outcome independence. Women can sense authenticity instantly. You can't act detached while secretly hoping she'll text back. It takes genuine internal transformation to reach this mindset. It starts by building a life that fulfills you, completely independent of romantic validation. That means pursuing goals that challenge you, maintaining friendships that support you, and cultivating hobbies that engage you when your life is rich and meaningful. Without needing a woman in it, independence becomes effortless, not forced. Second, expand your options, not in a manipulative or player way, but in a healthy way. Talk to more people, meet new women, expand your social circles when one woman isn't your only focus. You naturally stop obsessing over any single interaction. Third, strengthen your self-worth. Stop letting external validation define you. Especially from women, develop such solid internal confidence that her opinion, while appreciated, isn't necessary for your happiness. Now here's the mindset shift that changes everything. Stop seeing interactions with women as attempts to get something and start seeing them as opportunities to discover something. You're not trying to get her number or make her like you. You're discovering whether you actually connect, whether she aligns with your values and lifestyle. When you do this, your entire presence shifts. Instead of performing, you're expressing instead of chasing. You're observing instead of trying to impress. You're assessing if she's worth your time and energy. And when you do that, something amazing happens. She starts trying to win you over because you're the first man she's met who isn't trying to earn her approval. Here's the ultimate realization. Any woman who's right for you will appreciate the real you, and any woman who doesn't like the real you was never right for you in the first place. The truth frees you because you stop pretending and performing. If a woman loses interest because you were authentic, you didn't lose anything valuable. You simply filtered out incompatibility early. This mindset isn't arrogance, it's self-respect. And when you combine that with personal growth and genuine curiosity, you become magnetic. Most men fear that if they're just themselves, no one will like them. But that fear is the root of the problem, because it makes them hide who they truly are, which blocks real connection and confirms the belief they fear. The truth is, when you genuinely like yourself, when you live with purpose and authenticity, you naturally attract people who match your energy and repel those who don't. That's not rejection, that's alignment. And once you understand that, your dating life transforms forever. If this message shifted how you see attraction, confidence, and relationships, share it with someone who needs to hear it, because the world needs more men who lead from self-worth, not desperation. Stay strong, stay grounded, and remember, the real power is not in chasing, but in becoming the kind of man who doesn't need to chase, because his presence speaks for itself.